Thomas Grant, 48, had been driving trains for nearly 2 decades across the cold northern lines of Vermont. Morning routes, evening hauls, late-night freight. He knew every crossing, every bend, every signal light from Colchester to Bar like the back of his hand. But the last 6 weeks, something was bothering him. A man. A ragged, bearded man in his 60s. Thin, with a limp. Always standing just beside Track 3 near the abandoned water tower outside Montpelier Station. Same time. Same place. Every morning. Just standing there. Not begging. Not waving. Just watching. At first, Thomas didn't think much of it. Plenty of folks lingered near the tracks. But this man never flinched when the train blew past. He'd just lock eyes with the driver, cold, steady, and watch them go. Something about that stare. It stuck. The signal. One morning, Thomas mentioned it to the station dispatcher during his coffee break. "Old guy by the tower." The dispatcher replied, "Yeah, we see him too. Homeless, probably. Keeps to himself." But that night, something odd happened. The signal at mile 142, right before the tower, started blinking red. No reported issues. No crew scheduled. No track damage. Automatic emergency stop. When Thomas slowed the train, there he was again. Standing directly on the track this time. Still. Unmoving. Thomas hit the horn. The man didn't budge. At the last second, he stepped off and disappeared into the trees. Thomas never forgot the look on his face. Not fear. Not anger. Something worse. Regret. The journal. That night, after the shift, Thomas couldn't sleep. Something gnawed at him. He went back to the siding near the tower the next morning, off duty. The man wasn't there. But something else was. Tucked between 2 broken ties. A small black leather notebook. Old. Water damaged. Thomas picked it up and opened the first page. Day 1, I walked to the tracks again. Same spot. Still can't tell him. Page after page, scribbled entries. About a son who became a train engineer. About a mistake that drove him away. About waiting, hoping the son might one day pass through. Behind the glass of that train engine. I don't need forgiveness. Just need him to know I was proud. Thomas's hands shook. The man's name. Walter Grant. His father. The final day. Thomas never told anyone. He kept driving. Kept showing up. But each morning, his eyes searched the tracks. For weeks, no one was there. Until one grey morning. There he was. Standing again. But this time, holding something in his hand. A folded paper. Thomas slowed the train just enough to read it through the glass as he passed. 4 words. Scrawled in thick marker, I saw you, son. The aftermath. They never spoke. Never exchanged words. But Thomas drove smoother after that day. He started slowing the train near the tower. Just for a second. Every run. The station complained. He didn't care. One morning, Walter was gone for good. No one ever saw him again. But Thomas kept the notebook. And when new engineers joined and asked why he tapped the horn near mile 142, he'd just say, "Old habit." But deep down, it was a goodbye. That finally came late, but not too late.